Hey, my name is Nikki, and I'm here to express my feelings about this nursing thing. I took my boards for LPN November. I've been a licensed LPN since November the 19th of 2013. I've been looking for work since then. I'm trying to figure out how we supposed to get experience when we are fresh out of nursing school, and everywhere is either asking for a year or two, or sometimes 3 years experience. Now, I don't know about you, brothers and sisters of nursing, because I'm sure there's quite a few of you out there in the same boat I am, including RNs. How are we supposed to get experience if no one give us a chance? I can understand the risk, but that's how we all learn. Doctors don't come out knowing what they're doing. That's why they have 4 years of residency. Neither does physical therapists and everything. We have to learn once we're licensed. If a state, like the state I'm in, state of Florida, states that I'm competent enough to give me a license, I don't understand why other facilities and other places won't give me or my brothers and sisters in nursing, because I'm definitely not the only one that's having a hard time finding a job. Opportunity to learn. I mean, you scream about nurses shortages. I don't understand how this is going to fix the shortages. I mean, it's going to make the nurses that are in there that have the experience have to stay longer, maybe overworked. They're going to top out eventually. Um, and then if we have something massive comes on, I mean, you're going to have a quadruple shortage of nurses. This makes no sense. Then you're going to probably lose these bright-eyed brothers and sisters of nursing. We're all going to get disgusted because we can't find work and we'll move on to other professions. And then you're probably sent off for nurses from other countries, which again, my point. Um, Apparently, those girls have more experience. Well, obviously, in their countries, they have the program, plus they have preceptorships or internships while they're in school. Excuse me, apprenticeship. We don't have that much of it. But you keep telling everybody to go to school. I'm trying to figure. You're putting us in debt. Then when we graduate, we can't find the work. Then you pile us up with the phone calls about the loans. And I'm like, okay, you're promoting us to go to school. The government give us this money to go to school, either grants or loan or whatever, whichever financial assistance we can get. And then when we get out, this is what we're stuck with. We're 6, 7, 8 months, maybe a year or so, trying to find a job to repay these loans. It's a vigorous cycle. If something don't change soon, it's going to be a real big problem in 2020 or maybe even 2016, maybe sooner than that. I'm not only speaking for myself, I'm speaking for also the brothers and sisters of nursing. Because I'm sure we're all together. We're in this together. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that's going through this. From the blogs that I've seen in New York and other states, it's not only happening here in the state of Florida. It's happening in other states. This needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed real fast. Either stop people from going to school, giving them false hope that they're going to find work when they get out. I mean, because it just seems like to me it's all about the bottom line here. It's all about making money instead of putting people back to work. So, we're going to see how this play off. I'm on month 3 trying to find work. I know an RN that's 8 months out. Haven't found anything. I've I've met one that's had 31 years of experience can't get one. She's an RN. She's a registered nurse. And I thought maybe because I'm an LPN, but I'm coming across a lot of RNs that's going through the same thing. So I'm hoping this changes soon, because if you're screaming about this nurse shortage, it's just going to get worse. And I don't see how these nurses who have been in it a long time, they're all, not all of them are aging, but most of them are getting close to retirement age, and they're not going to be able to keep working for a long time. I mean, they're getting older. I mean, is somebody going to be there to take care of them if they're ill? Have anybody thought about that? Or is it still about the bottom line? I'm really beginning to think it's more of the bottom line instead of the logic of it. This is not making any sense. But we'll see how this plays out. My brothers and sisters of nursing who are out there going through the same thing. Also engineers, techs, and it's not only nurses, and it's probably doctors and computer analysts, it's bankers. There's probably a lot of people coming out of school not finding work. You keep telling us to go to college, go to college, go to college. You'll get out and get a good job. I think it's a big ploy. But we'll see how all this turns out. I'm going to sit back and watch, because I just feel an explosion eventually with this nursing thing. I really do. I know 1 and 2 is 3, 2 and 2 is 4. It is going to wind up being an explosion eventually. Because if this the more they keep putting out, the more don't get no jobs. It's going to be not a good thing. But we're going to sit back and we're going to watch and see what happens.